right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to high school football action here on Armstrong. Lon Wilson, minus any help at all. Gary Clark out. John Swick out.
For the Tigers.
Mike Fiorello out.
5-yard line.
But all good men and all good reasons, so we're going to try to carry you through this. And Maplewood facing a 3rd and 11. It looks like they had to take a timeout here.
Maplewood.
And here we are. Maplewood now getting set on this 3rd and 11. And at the start of the second quarter, they're going to be going left to right. Here in the black and yellow and white. Cambridge Springs, of course, in the traditional blue and white jerseys, if you will. Get kind of an odd bunch set, an I formation here to the near side. It's got to be a pass play. In the flats,
Dane Barker's pass attempt to Brandon.
Just over the head of Bishop.
Defended by number 29, Jackson Miller, and number 22, Colton Noble.
That almost got there. Plenty of time. Good coverage by Cambridge Springs.
Tigers.
But just a little bit over the head of Bishop. Now to bring up a 4th and 11, and Peters had a punt of about 18 yards. Wants to try to straighten this one out against Cambridge Springs. Looking at some good field position. Gavin Hahn, the 5'10", 155-pound senior, back to receive. Peters will get rid of that. Hopefully get a good roll. Does. Wow, what a big break and a big bounce for the Maplewood Tigers. Peters had the right idea.
Down by number 21.
Down to about the 26, 27-yard line. And Cambridge Springs will take over from that point, and that was huge.
1st and 10 Blue Devils.
And the Devils set to take over in their first drive of the second quarter. And we should see some good marching bands also at halftime. Both Maplewood and Cambridge Spring, impressive chops when it comes to playing some music, so we're going to have full coverage of that. But now back to action, 11:45 left here in the second quarter. Man in motion, that's Hahn. And a ball on the ground again. Oh, Cambridge Springs does get that one back.
Recovered by number 22, Colton Noble.
Boy, Noble had that one pop right out, and Maplewood almost given another gift. And Cambridge Springs going to have to take a timeout here and say, what's up, boys? That's 2 consecutive plays for Cambridge Springs and 2 consecutive fumbles.
Timeout, Cambridge Springs.
And they're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to take a quick break here, too. We'll be right back with more high school football action. Hang in there. All right, back to action, ladies and gentlemen. Devin Walker under center. 2 in the backfield, 2 spread wide. Oh, almost a jump by the Maplewood Tigers. They've got a pass play coming up. Airs it out and over the head of his intended receiver, number 3. That's Luke Lesueur, the 5'8" senior.
Number 3, Tyshawn Johnson.
For Cambridge Springs. That'll stop the clock at 11:21, 3rd and 7. Good job here by the Maplewood Tigers. And just when you thought the floodgates might have opened, that Stafford with his 39-yard touchdown run for Cambridge seemed like Maplewood might have just been pushed around off the ball, but nice job for this Tiger coaching staff and defense to button it down. Had another pass play. Looking for his first completion, and it won't happen. Stafford.
Pass to number 41, Zach Stafford, incomplete.
Had some room in the middle, but overshot the intended receiver. Now 4th and 7. Cambridge, I'm sure they're going to punt the ball away, and they will. And Tyshawn Johnson, the junior, will be back to receive.
According to PIAA rules, there will be no noisemakers used during the game. No noisemakers are to be used during the game.
And we have to let that know, no noisemakers to be used during the game because it, for whatever reasons, is illegal and banned. But we got a fake punt. Yes, we do. That's some room to run. He's got to get the first down and more. Oh, my goodness. Miller Peters just took a shot.
Noble takes the fake punt.
And Noble put the hammer down.
By number 10, Miller Peters.
Are you kidding me? Caught me completely off guard. I thought he might have been moving a little to the right to let the punt go. And away he goes. Colton Noble. I tell you, second time I've seen this young man play this year, and I got to say, I am impressed. That kid can hit. Now 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line, Cambridge. There's Stafford again, far side. 42-yard touchdown run.
Zach Stafford.
Oh, Stafford tallies again. Almost the same play he scored on in the first quarter, just from a reverse angle. And how about that, Stafford? Showing what he does best. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a real quick time out here while the staff here tends to a player on the field. 10:50 left here in the second quarter, 7-13. Cambridge with the lead. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to action, and things look okay so far. Miller Peters coming off the field, hobbling just a little bit. Hopefully the young man is okay.
Gavin Hahn with the extra point attempt.
The game is better with players like him in it, and you hate to see anybody have to step out. Kick is blocked and stuffed.
Blocked by the Tigers.
Ouch. I think number 7, he might have to put a bag of peas on that bruise he's going to get a little bit later, but nice job by the Maplewood Tigers. And number 7 coming up and making the stuff. That's Zach Wellman, 5'10" freshman. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick break. 13-7, Cambridge with the lead. We'll be right back. And here we are, ready for the kickoff. On, lets it fly. Good kick. We saw those skills in the Cochrane game earlier on in the season. And out to about the 27-yard line.
Bishop on the return, brought down by number 85, Bishop. Jason Wanner.
Oh, about 10 yards on the kickoff. Here comes Dane Barker, the junior quarterback for Maplewood, out to lead his team.
1st and 10 Tigers on the 27-yard line.
And I don't know if Miller Peters is back in the game or not. Yeah, he's still on the sideline. So here we go in the shotgun, man in motion. That's Brandon Bishop. Room up the middle. If he get room to the outside, he's gone. Tyshawn Johnson, one person. Oh my goodness.
Tyshawn Johnson.
It was Stafford that brought him down, and I thought Tyshawn Johnson had the angle, but Stafford, nice shot for Cambridge Springs to bring him down, and what a pickup. Call it a 40-yard gain, and a nice one. Tyshawn Johnson, the junior. I think we're in for a good one here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 10:24 left, second quarter. Maplewood down by 6. That extra point, who knows? That could be huge a little bit later on. Johnson still in the backfield. Man in motion, coming near side, that's Bishop. Back off to Johnson. Nothing doing up the middle. Cambridge Springs snuffed that out real quick. LeSueur.
Stop at the goal line.
Right up front, nobody fooled there. Now Barker has Miller Peters back in the game, set to the backfield. 2 spread to the near side, 1 to the far. Second down and 11, 9:32 left. Here's Miller Peters. He has room up the middle. Oh, carries it down to the 19-yard line.
Peters claws his way up the middle. Just short of the 20-yard line.
I tell you, the big men up front for Maplewood, they're moving some other big men. What a battle in the trenches we're seeing tonight on these lines. And a good job by Miller Peters. That's got to feel good to stretch his legs after coming out for a few series. Yeah, tick it down to the 9-minute mark. In 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line of Cambridge Springs. Now Bishop again motion. He's going to go to the far side. Miller Peters. Yeah, he'll probably get about 2-3 yards off to the left side. Trying to run the gap.
Stopped at about the 18-yard line.
That'll bring about a 2nd and 8. And I believe we have Ed Mallard down on the field, the legendary Ed Mallard. Taking some pictures. We'll have to get a shot of him a little bit later. And Barker ready to call it out. So far, just been working the ball on the ground. Had a couple pass plays. We're going to see one here. Right now, they're looking for an interference call. They're not going to get it.
Almost intercepted.
Noah Marvin was the intended receiver.
3rd down, Tigers.
I tell you what, I'm impressed with Parker. His arm strength, he's got some zip on the ball. Taking nothing away from Devin Walker, who does as well. 3rd and 8 is the play. 8:01 left. In the 2nd quarter here. Good first half of play so far, ladies and gentlemen. Vaughn Wilson with you here from Guys Mills, Pennsylvania. Maplewood hosting the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils, if you're just joining us. Now Barker looking to pass again, 3rd and 8. Got a man down the middle, and I tell you, cut from the outside in. John Chatley, the senior.
4th down, Tigers.
I tell you, on both sides of the field, receivers, they've had room to get open. The quarterback's just not connecting right now on the pass plays, and that'll bring up a 4th and 8, and I'm pretty sure they're going to go for it. And the play is called in. 2 consecutive pass plays for the Maplewood Tigers. Now 3 set to the near side, 1 to the far. Miller Peters in the backfield 4. Barker, who's set to the shotgun right now. Snap coming. Pass play coming. He's got a man wide open. Down in the near corner. That's going to be a touchdown. Tyshawn Johnson wide open and hit right in the breadbasket by Dane Barker. And that's an 18-yard touchdown pass and catch. And Tyshawn Johnson is the recipient.
Peroski will attempt the extra point.
And that'll add some Facebook friends to your list after catching that. At the 7:50 mark, Maplewood, and they're gonna take the lead, 14-13.
Peroski's attempt is good, and your score with 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
What a game, 7:50 left. 2nd quarter, 14-13. Maplewood with the lead. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break. Hang in there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to high school football action here in Armstrong. There's Ed Mallard.
Kicking off for the
Friends call him Ducky, legendary photographer. And I'm not saying that to be over complimentary. He's been working the sidelines in many formats for many decades.
Noble, and number 11, Gavin Hahn.
And one of the most knowledgeable men you'll ever meet around any sporting field. And it's good to see him out there taking some photos. There's Stafford. I can't believe this kid's a sophomore. He's got room to the far side. And Maplewood tried to big down the freight train. No, to Zach Stafford. Oh my goodness. That looked to be about a 40-yard return. And Stafford, I tell you, he was pointing out his blockers and making his room. Beautiful effort. At 7:38 here in the second quarter, 14-13. Maplewood with the 1-point lead, but now Cambridge Springs with great field position on the kickoff. And I tell you, Maplewood just can't seem to get it deep. Oh, and a penalty's going to mark it off even further.
Personal foul against the Tigers. 1st and 10, Cambridge Springs.
I didn't even see who the personal foul was on. Now, we're going to have to take their word for it down there. And now to bring it down to a 15-yard line. And the quarterback keeps. He's going to go to the outside. He'll get about 9 yards. And taken out of bounds.
Walker on the quarterback keep. Pushed out.
That personal foul, that's got to hurt. It's going to, looks like it's going to be about a...
2nd and short, Blue Devils.
Yeah, 2nd and short for the Blue Devils. Now we are back to action. Now we're going to take a timeout here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick break. 14-13. Maplewood with the lead, but Cambridge Springs knocking on the door. Hang in there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to action here. Cambridge Springs knocking on the door, 2nd and 1. I believe that's Noble trying to find some room. He may have the first down. Looks more like a rugby scrum in there.
Tackled by a host of Tigers.
And tackled by the entire Tiger defense. And it's going to be a 1st and goal from about the 4-yard line, ticking under the 7-minute mark.
1st and goal on the 4-yard line.
In the second quarter, and Cambridge Springs, nice job bringing this back around. Well, the wheels of Zach Stafford, 6'1", 215-pound sophomore. Like I said, he's going to have his names in the papers for a few more years. So are a lot of these players out here right now doing a fine job. There's Stafford up the middle, yes, and he's in.
Touchdown, Stafford.
And Stafford, 3rd touchdown of the evening. And that's going to be at the 6:34 mark. And that's going to be from 4 yards out. That'll take him up to 19-14. Looks like a 2-point conversion, according to our executive producer, Jeff Checkers Corey, who, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is available. So if you're a single young lady and he's a handsome man, handsome devil, has a nice car.
Blue Devils are going for a 2-point conversion.
And here's a 2-point conversion. And it's going to be run right up the gut to Stafford, it looks like.
2-point conversion, good.
And how about that? 2-point conversion is good. And the chant of "they call him Mr. Football" ringing out from the Cambridge Springs side. 6:34 left, 21-14. Cambridge Springs the lead. We'll be right back. Hang in there. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, back to action. Maplewood set to receive. Miller Peters deep for the Maplewood Tigers. 21-14. Stafford. Another touchdown for that young man, his 3rd of the night. Now Miller Peters set to receive. He's got it for the Maplewood Tigers, trying to find a seam. And he's going to be brought down by a couple of different.
Miller Peters on the return.
I believe that's number 25, Cody Lanning, 5'6", 170-pound freshman. For Cambridge Springs, and here we go. Maplewood looking to respond. This has been a very good game. A few mistakes here and there, but ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, both these teams out here playing some hard-nosed football. That's Bishop in motion. It looks like it's going to be a keeper off to the side, and that's going to go nowhere. Probably a loss of 3 yards.
Quarterback keep.
Cambridge Springs flooded the backfield.
Number 68, Justin Tapper for a loss.
Tapper, again, we've called that number before. The junior for Cambridge Springs. And we're going to call it 2nd and 12. And then we're under the 6-minute mark here in the second quarter, 21-14 once again. In Guys Mills, Pennsylvania, home of the Maplewood Tigers. For high school football action here at Armstrong. Peters set position, 3 bunch to the far side. In the shotgun is Barker. He's going to look to pass. He's had some success. Oh, he had a man cutting back towards the middle.
Barker's pass
And John Chatley can't get to it.
Incomplete.
He was one-on-one in defensive coverage, which is what you want. That young man Barker does have an arm. And the incomplete pass is going to stop the clock at 5:37 and bring up a 3rd and 12. They've got to make some yardage up here, folks. Now the Tigers are set. In the shotgun, there's that familiar bunch formation we've seen. It's worked on the touchdown pass, and let's see, he's got a man wide open in the flats. It's going to go to the sidelines.
Okay. Pass attempt to number 21, Brandon Bishop.
I'll tell you, Bishop
flag on the play.
Took a shot, and let's see where this goes. We've got a flag in the backfield. I don't know if it's a hold or a roughing the pass. Yes, personal foul on Cambridge Springs.
Personal foul, Cambridge Springs.
Oh, wow, that's got to be a kicker. Coach Rouser from the Cambridge Springs side saw his Devils getting out of a jam here, looking to get the ball back. And there you have it, another break for the Maplewood Tigers.
The roughing the passer call gives the Tigers a first down at the 45-yard line.
Now back to action here, 5:31. 1st and 10 from about the 45-yard line. And Barker going to give the quick handoff up the middle to Miller Peters.
Miller Peters met
Cambridge Springs
by a host of Blue Devils.
Tell you, tough on the run. Saw a nice 40-yard jaunt from Tyshawn Johnson earlier, but tough going on the ground here. Early on in the first quarter, Maplewood did it by bits and pieces and effectively. The Cambridge Springs seems to be dialing in and covering the run well here in the second quarter. Under 5 minutes now, and a 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. And there we go, pitch to the outside, Johnson, nothing doing. And Cambridge Springs all over that. That's going to be about a 2-yard loss. Bring up a 3rd and long.
Tyshawn Johnson on the carry. Stopped short by number 18, Braden Badum.
Let's see if we see another long pass play or pass attempt here for Maplewood. They're capable. We got the bunch formation. The eye wide is what they call it. To the far side. Receiver looks like he might be over the line. Line judge. Gotta let him slide with that. Oh my goodness. Over the head of the defender.
Justin Dahl, incomplete.
Pass going over to Dahl. I don't know if it's going to be an offsides or if it's another personal foul. And I didn't see the actual call, but it's against Cambridge Springs.
Illegal contact to the helmet.
That's what it is, illegal contact.
Against Cambridge Springs.
In the military, that means cover me. But in football, that means illegal contact to the noggin. They're going to march off a big 15 here, it looks like. Wow, what a huge penalty. 2 penalties in a row, allowing Maplewood to continue now. 1st and 10 at the 43. 3:59 left. And so far, the benefit of 30 yards in penalties here in the second quarter. There's a pitch outside to Johnson. Trying to find some room to move, and does. Whacked out of bounds. And there's going to be a late hit.
Takes the pitch left from Dane Barker for a big gain to about the 40-yard line.
It looks like we may see another 15 coming up here, ladies and gentlemen.
On the play. Personal foul against Cambridge Springs.
And that's going to march off another 15, 45 yards in penalty yardage. I tell you, talk about Christmas coming early. 3 gifts right in a row.
1st and 10 Tigers at the 21-yard line.
And Cambridge Springs, a very disciplined team. Kind of letting it slide right now. 21-14 though, they still got the lead, but Maplewood, this keeps on a beneficial end.
Brandon
and a good job in the backfield.
On the carry, tackle for a loss.
And Cambridge Springs, good job to get in the backfield. Bring up a 2nd and 14. That's been the story here, folks. On this drive, Maplewood has been stymied on the run, incomplete passes, but 3 consecutive personal fouls. It brought them to their own 25-yard line.
On the 25-yard line.
Now clicking down to the 3-minute mark. 3 wide to the far side. Barker in the backfield in the shotgun. Miller Peters is there with them. 1 receiver wide out to the near. And there you go, wide open in the flats. And a great connection, good look by Dane Barker.
24, Jeremy Dahl.
And Jeremy Dahl hauls it in. And that'll keep the clock moving to 2:40.
3rd down Tigers on the 14-yard line.
That'll bring up about a 3rd and 3. At 2:28. You got to figure if they don't make it here, they're probably going to go for it. They'll try to chew up as much time on that clock as they can. And Barker, quick handoff up the middle to Peters.
Miller Peters.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be enough to get it. Looks like he'll be about a yard short. I don't know. No, we got the 1st down signal. Or did we? Did we get the 4th down signal? It's hard to see.
4th and 2 Tigers.
Yeah, we got a 4th and 2. Just like I thought, they're going for it. 21-14 Cambridge Springs with the lead. It has been a great football game so far. And Maplewood looking to tie things back up. And a timeout's going to be called by Maplewood. We're going to take a quick break here. 21-14, Cambridge with the lead.
Maplewood timeout.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to action here at Armstrong. 4th and 2, 1:30 left. Maplewood deep in Cambridge Springs territory. And Miller Peters needs a couple. And he is going to get it. We saw that bunch formation they've been running the pass plays with.
1st down for the Tigers.
Maybe that decoy just gave Peters enough room
1st and 10 at the 9-yard line.
to get outside and get the needed yardage. Now, a minute 22 left. They got to watch the clock here. No timeouts left for Maplewood. So they've got to be effective getting to and from the line of scrimmage here. They got a power formation. And Barker trying to follow his blockers up the middle. Gets a cut to the outside. And that's going to bring it down to about the 5-yard line, it looks.
Dane Barker on the quarterback keep for a short gain.
And they've got to hustle up. Now coming down to 47 seconds left. They're set. Good job by Maplewood to get with it. Got to get their receiver set. Miller Peters lone back. They're going to pass. Oh.
Barker's pass attempt to Jeremy Dahl.
That'll stop the clock. Dahl on the incompletion now. 32.6 seconds left. Third
down, Tigers.
Call it about 8. Actually, 3rd and goal. So I think what we're going to have to call it. So plenty of time for 2 shots at the end zone. Three receivers spread out to the near side, one to the far side. Miller Peters in the backfield from the shotgun. Here's Barker from Maplewood. He's going to pass. It finds his target. Brandon Bishop. And Bishop with an 8-yard pass TD. And how about that, ladies and gentlemen? Tyshawn Johnson, Bishop,
is by Caden Perolski.
and Peters adding touchdowns for these Maplewood Tigers with 29.7 left. They'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's down, and it is good.
Perolski's attempt is good, and your score with 29 seconds left in the half.
And how about that, ladies and gentlemen? We got a game. We're going to be right back. 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. 21-21, all tied up.
The winning number kicking off for the Tigers is Caden Perolski. Back to receive for the Blue Devils is 22, Colton Noble.
Here we go with the kickoff. And a short kickoff and snagged out of midair by Cambridge Springs. That's number 6. That was Reisenauer, Stevie Reisenauer.
Number 6, Stevie Reisenauer on the return, brought down by number 7.
He saved about 20 yards. If that ball would have been zipping through there.
Cambridge Springs at the 45-yard line.
So they've actually got midfield position with 23.2 and 2 timeouts remaining at 21-21. And here come the Devils. And Devin Walker. Got Noble and Stafford in the backfield. And about a 3-yard gain. I believe that was Stafford. And they're going to let it wind down and call it a half. No, they're going to call a timeout.
For a gain of 4 yards.
16.7. And it might be safe to take a shot downfield. Who knows?
2nd and 6 on the 49-yard line.
And let's take a recap here of the touchdowns before we go to half. For Maplewood, Miller Peters, 1-yard touchdown run at 5:02. And then the 7:50 mark of the first quarter, Tyshawn Johnson, the 18-yard TD pass, and Bishop here in the second quarter with an 8-yard TD pass. And Stafford accounting for all 3. Cambridge Spring Blue Devil touchdowns, 39-yard, 42-yard, and a 4-yard run plus 2-point conversion. Taking away with nothing from his backfield mate Noble, who's done a fine job running the ball as well. And here we are, 2nd and 6, 16.7 left here before halftime. Oh, quick up the middle to Noble.
Colton Noble on the carry up the middle, brought down by number 10, Miller Peters. 11 seconds left in the half.
And they're going to stop the clock while the sticks are moving. And Cambridge Springs ready, not burning a timeout. They may take the shot downfield now. They do. Screen pass near side to Stafford. Stiff arm. Are you kidding me? He's going to stay in bounds. They might keep the clock running. 1.3 left. But they'll stop it while they reset the chains anyway. Cambridge Springs with the timeout. Stafford, how about that stiff arm to the mug? That kid said, "You're not going to touch my bowl of corn." And a nice gain and screen pass out to Stafford. And Cambridge Springs now down to the 19-yard line with 1.3 left. And very effective job of coaching and execution by the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils. Like I said, that'll take it down to about the 19-yard line. This should be the last play of the half. And then the marching bands will take the field and the party will start. And I got one of my friends from the Cochran field. I remember she threatened me. Her husband's a state cop and said he'll beat me up if I say anything bad. Oh, she's laughing now. Cambridge Springs, a fine marching band. They do a fine job, those young men and women. And they look sharp coming out on the field earlier. So here we go. 1.3 remaining. 21-21. Like I said, this should be the last shot, barring any penalties. And 3 personal fouls. It's a fumble, Ruski. Fumble, Roos. Now he's got a pass. And it's picked off. And knocked down. No, it's knocked down in the end zone. And that'll be the tail of the tape here in the first half. 21-21. All tied up here in Maplewood. We'll be right back with the marching bands here on Armstrong. Hang in there.
You're here all the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to those Cambridge Springs Marching Blue Devils.
Good. I'll say anything I want.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Maplewood High School Marching Band. Drum majors Mary Craig.